Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Steel Donut Collective, and welcome back to the 10th anniversary special. I'm Connor. With me on this video is Blake.
Hey, everybody.
Bob.
Hey, kids. How's it going?
And Matt.
I feel like I'm 10 years older.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, for this 10th anniversary special, we had to go to one of our favorite categories, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes, of course.
I like that Matt feels 10 years older. He actually stayed the same age from our very first video all the way to when we ended the channel.
And
then he aged 10 years in that span of time.
In the last 2 years.
Between quitting and the anniversary.
Yeah. He has a painting in his attic, and it's a whole thing.
So we returned to Alvin and the Chipmunks. We're also returning to Toby Seville.
Oh, no.
We read,
OG.
A story
I know
from
that was one of the
Chip
last
3.
stories we ripped, but instant OG.
Right.
I guess,
this is
yeah.
Flood of Doom. Who wants to do the description?
Oh, can I? It's been so long since I've done this. Theodore thinks that the end of the world is real. So both of them find... Both of who? Both of them find their way to make preparations before it reaches 24 hours. For what reach? It starts to get flood.
Oh, man, you don't want to get flood, son.
Uh-oh.
Theodore the character and Theodore the idea.
Whoa.
You killed the man, but not the idea.
Yeah. You can kill the monk, but not the idiot.
The monk, but not the idea.
You can kill Theodore, but you can't kill his appetite.
All right,
That's
so
true.
Flood of Doom.
Some very quiet time in the suburbs, this turns out to be. A big flood.
Oh, no.
With nothing but many houses and big trees were drowning slowly as the water level is raising and keep flowing all over the town.
Nothing but, and then it's town.
Not the
For those
houses.
who forgot, this is the English 3 author.
Right, this is the one who was Only Simon Knows?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I wish I could write with this level of beauty.
Dude,
Yeah.
AI will never replace this.
That's true. That is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
true.
AI will never
You can
replace
take the most
this.
advanced computer in the world and feed it these stories and it'll just explode.
It will fucking GPT wishes it could make this shit.
Yeah, this story is proof that AI won't be able to take everyone's job.
AI will
Yeah.
never replace
Some
art,
be
dude.
will remain. There'll be this.
Fanfic
If
writer.
Gary Kasparov was as good at chess as this guy is at writing, then Deep Blue never would have won.
Exactly.
Never
A
would've
single
won.
game. Even the survivors are on the roof to find the savior on the wood ship by someone.
Good lord.
Until it find out that it was a part from Theodore's silly dream with
Oh,
the
of
goofy
course.
eyeballs that is invented by Simon, who might be around to call his name.
The goofy eyeballs?
So
Dude, the
is-
residents.
You'll
He
never
dreamed of
know.
the residents.
So is Toby Seville, is it just a coincidence that now this is the second story where Theodore has a silly nightmare about some bullshit?
Well,
mean,
Toby Seville is, as you can tell from their name, Toby Seville really loves Theodore.
Yeah.
That's his
Big
favorite
fan.
character.
I don't think there's a Toby in any of these stories, but I haven't read them
There
all.
There was a Toby in Awaken Alive.
Oh, that's right.
And then he never showed up again.
Oh, well.
Oh,
But
he
he didn't write
became a
that.
Chipmunks fanfiction writer. That's a 24/7 job.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he didn't write that one, but he is part of the hive mind, so...
Right.
No. I hope I got that right. It's been 2 years.
Theodore, spit it out, will you?
Tells Simon as he plucked the eyeballs out from
Oh.
Theodore. Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh my God!
No, wait.
Oh.
As it actually a similar VR glasses he creates.
Oh.
Oh.
So he built some goofy eyeballs that you insert into the
Into
skull
your eyes.
over your eyes.
Yeah.
God.
It just smooshes your eyes back. and
Wait a minute,
takes
is
the
he
place.
trying to... Is this guy's, English 3 way of describing contact lenses? Like their VR contact lenses?
Ah, that's probably what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Minority Report.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this explanation is crazy. Man, what was that thing again?
He asks.
Future Vision, Theodore. I've been
Future
created
Vision?
this for 1 week. To be honest, it capable to see what happens next 24 hours. Now, what do you see?
Oh my god, this is just like a devil man,
This is terrible disaster out there.
said Theodore.
It's not just like...
He whispers to Simon what he was feared. Then he start to get shocks.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
This is Simon.
Getting shocks.
What?
What?
Everyone do it. This is the end of the world.
There's a turbulent rain outside, tremendously drops to the ground in a speed of light, overflowing the whole city as we speak, nearly dumping the Mother Nature and the neighborhood ruin apart. In retrospection, I have been goosebump with its sincerity.
I love Toby Seville.
I'm gonna
What an
steal that.
artist.
This is an author highlight.
Dude, like, I want to make jokes. There's none to make. Like, it's perfect. There's nothing you
think
can make fun of here, dude.
It's
Perfect
just,
stories don't exist.
yeah, they say, like, the statue is in the block of marble, and then you carve away all the accents. I don't know what the analogy is to this, but this is beautiful.
It's the writing equivalent of when SpongeBob draws a perfect face and erases details until he gets a perfect circle.
Till he gets the circle, yes, exactly. This is the perfect face.
It's beautiful.
I feel like while I'm hearing this, I should also be hearing, be not afraid. Be not afraid.
The story is a biblically accurate angel.
That's true, yeah.
Right. No, Theodore. The future vision cannot lies.
How? How does he know that?
How could he
How did he
check
make this? How can he know what the future vision contains?
I guess he does a test. I don't fucking know.
Like, how this is like a scientific gadget he made. How does it predict the future?
He's
They don't
very
explain
good
that.
at it.
They
Well,
don't
in order
know.
to verify, he hops into his time machine
Oh,
to
I
make sure
see.
that it's true.
Right.
this lets you
Hops
see
in
the
his time
future.
machine and then makes adjustment till the future vision gives him what he's seen in the,
What
the
he's
time
seen,
machine.
yes.
Well, I mean, it's like just because we have telescopes doesn't mean we don't have, vehicles.
Yeah, cars to get us.
We need to
yeah.
see far away and then go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Must have been set up already. I got to call to the services. There's a weather forecaster that I've been noted into this phone book 3 years ago.
Why?
Better this time get on the line anyway.
Why did you put him in your book 3 years ago?
He's so prepared that
Even
What?
if this was traditional English, this would be a weird thing to do.
Yeah. That's why this guy's one of my favorites. Even if
Yeah.
everything was written perfectly, it would still make no sense.
Yeah.
Simon picks up the home phone. Do you see how weird it is? A home phone
Whoa.
What
Whoa.
the fuck?
on the table for them. But the forecaster didn't believe tonight it was clear.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Clear? No. Tonight's gonna be a big rain. You ought to believe me. Find the search and rescue service. Pronto.
Dude,
Before
you
the
have to
search and
search
rescue
and
ser-
rescue them. They're
Yeah,
lost.
before they can search and rescue, you
You
gotta find them first.
them.
Yeah.
You need to search and rescue them. They're lost.
That's why they're called that.
So,
No
okay.
one knows where they're at.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Send team 2 to find team 1. I'm really wrapping my head around. He made future vision in order to predict the weather.
Well, yeah. What else are you?
Or
gonna
at
do
least
with it?
that's what Theodore sees.
Well,
Okay.
no, this is a biblical allegory.
But like, why not just like
For what
make a
religion?
good weather forecaster?
Christianity, man, Noah's flood.
This is the worst allegory I've ever heard in my life.
I don't even mean like, why didn't Simon build a better weather forecaster? I mean, like, why didn't the story? Like, couldn't Simon have built a device that just detected that a flood was coming?
But it's not a natural flood; it's a supernatural flood.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
but why does he have to invent future vision as part of the setup for this story?
Because
The story's not about him inventing future vision. That's already happened.
Well, it would be ridiculous if if Jesus were to contact one of the Chipmunks. That would never happen in a
That's
Chipmunk
true.
story.
That would never happen.
yeah.
It
Card
would
in the
never
corner.
happen
It would
in
never
a
happen
card
in
in the corner story.
Yeah,
That would definitely never happen to Happy Feet. I'll tell you that much.
that's true.
God.
Wouldn't happen in Happy Feet either.
But they didn't believe what he was saying. But they didn't believe what he's saying. So Simon call out the news reporter.
Sir, if you cooperate with me, please tell me that tonight will be a hard rain. This news is not a joke. By the
I
way,
saw it with the goofy eyeballs.
Why would you want him to tell it to you? You already know what's happening.
Well, they have to warn the world.
Oh, I see. I thought he was like, please, I want you to tell me
You'd
specifically.
think if it was going to rain really hard that night, then the forecasters would be able to tell. Like, I've heard of sudden storms, but come on.
Well, that's why Blake was saying it's supernatural. It must be.
Yeah, it's Noah's flood too. You know, this is basically, he really should have titled the story Alvin Almighty.
Yeah,
right. Evan Almighty.
Yeah, not like the movie Bruce Almighty, but the much worse sequel, Evan Almighty.
Well, Evan Almighty is based around Noah's flood, you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right.
Every time he tells almost every service provider, a weather service provider, I guess, it still didn't believe what he just saying.
Hey, Harp, can you crank the dial on your hurricane machine?
Yeah.
Now here's a real poetic line for you.
All right,
so he took a stand to find the two sisters to tell about the night disaster will occur soon.
Whoa. The two sisters represent the fates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany mocks as she think he was joking.
Are you going to trick me to talk about doomsday or something? Of course tonight it wouldn't rain.
Yeah, of course, not tonight.
Sorry, is this like a thing? Like people are always trying to trick her into talking about doomsday?
You will never trick me into talking about doomsday.
I told you before that I never want to speak about this again. And
she has a history. She was one of those people, like for 2012, she sold all her possessions on eBay, you know?
Oh, no.
She's not looking to get burned again.
I remember in 2011 seeing the movie 2012 playing on a TV in a subway at college. And I was watching the TV and kind of just like bored with it, and the guy who was supposed to be making my sandwich was not making my sandwich. He was watching the TV too, and I was like, oh man, I don't know, these effects look like garbage or whatever dumb comments I said. And he was like, you don't think the world is coming to an end? Man. And then he finished making my sandwich, and I thought to myself, like, what a weird thing to say. Like,
man,
if I thought the world was coming to an end, I would not be working at Subway.
Right? What? He's like, you don't think the world is coming to an end? Man.
What a dumbass. Next customer, please.
It's like, what a fool I've been. Not believing that. Thank you for my fucking sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Oh, that's a good sandwich.
Yeah, that's good.
Man.
Even Simon urges the colleagues a favor about disaster, but still they can't believe what Simon is talking about. Theodore was very worried that his brother was a frantic reporter, forcing him back to the house. Reclaimed that the disaster was in fact only a apparition.
Ooh.
Not an apparition. Maybe
Simon,
an apparition is a thing.
Simon, I know you just crazy.
Theodore lectures.
Get him.
I think we shouldn't need to worry about that by now. It's really prosaic if it's harassed the thought about the big flood anyway. So,
sure.
When it think it was my dream, it won't be freaking real. Got that?
AI can never replace this.
Got that?
I like how he puts in misspellings just so that way we know that this is just how he writes. It's not like a translation. It's not anything. There's no like technical explanation. He just writes like this.
Yeah.
Right. It's the bullet in the straw or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
You were right,
said Simon as he gulps eagerly.
Yeah, I really want to know, can I hear anyone gulp eagerly?
I guess it's like Goofy, right? Gorge.
I don't know how I can
tried.
do that, no.
Yeah. Strangely, there must be a mistake with my future vision. When it isn't look serious, let's hope if we can set it to next 15 minutes. What would you get from looking 15 minutes in the future?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Like it's Stream Snipe Ninja, you know?
I don't feel like I would. I don't feel like I would just return to like basic testing of like its abilities. If when I put the eyeballs in my brother, he saw a horrific nightmare where everyone died. And then I take the eyes out of him and I say, what'd you see? And he goes, horrific nightmare. I go,
well,
okay.
I'm glad you said testing because I didn't even try to understand it, but now I get it. He's going to do like a short-term test. We're going to see 15 minutes in the future.
Yes.
And then 15 minutes from now, let's see if it comes true.
But like, why not do that first? Why did we start with a day in advance? You have no way to check that
I don't
except
think he
waiting a
believed
day.
I don't think he believed this thing was going to work at all.
He should have
that's
just
why.
started with 1,000 years, you know? It's
Yeah.
the AVGN thing. Why not make it 1,000 years? There's no one will be alive to find out that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try this, Theodore.
As he pressed the button, Theodore's dream saw about Mad Eleanor.
It's amazing. In 15 minutes, Eleanor's going to be mad at Theodore, and Simon didn't even have to give him the magic eyeballs anymore. He just pressed a button, and he can make his brother hallucinate.
Whoa.
That's so scary.
Hey man, Neuralink is the future, man. You can buy crypto with just a thought.
Here you go, Theodore. I've been working on these all day. They're like cyber eyes. I just need you to sign this quick release form and allow us to insert a microchip into your occipital lobe. And otherwise, it's just boilerplate stuff, you know.
You ever seen the movie The Fly? You haven't? Good.
Good. Great.
Never
I think you're
watched.
going to love what's coming next. Whoa! Sorry, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
As it accidentally hits the wall, dropping the future vision in the process before Simon catches it to safety.
Excuse me, Theodore is not an it.
Yeah, what do you mean it
Theodore
hits
is
the
his
wall?
own chipmunk.
He's
Was
an
he
animal.
What if he was so shocked that Theodore slapped his hands on the sides of his face and the eyeballs popped back out of his skull? Like hit the wall.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Phew, this guy, who's this guy? This guy's really crazy. And I bet that it is really broken, Simon.
How did that prove anything?
Because Eleanor would never be mad
In,
at
never
him.
be mad.
in 15 minutes, Eleanor's not going to be mad at me. Cut to.
Yep, I think the business shouldn't be worried about. Huh. The truth is, I am much that impossible about the doomsday, whether it'll happen soon or not. You learn from the best, brother. I should be more careful until Eleanor theorize about mishap in her purse.
Wait, so Eleanor's
Yes?
about to come in very angry. So does that mean it took Simon 15 minutes to say that?
Connor, can you say that again, but take 15 minutes to say it? To pad the video runtime?
Just give me one of those services that slows something down like 8 times with a ton of reverb.
Oh, it'll have to be like 800 times. Like,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just take the number of words in the sentence, divide by, the number of seconds and,
just
figure out
see
how many
how long-
words you have to say per
I
second.
think you should go letters per second.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way you don't have long I with I, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I just mean like total silence, and then like you hear the ding and you say the next word.
Yeah.
So it's like, yep.
I
This is so dumb.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
That was a bad idea. Eleanor just made her surprise entrance through the window, but also it looked very cross.
All right. I was really hoping that he was going to explain what you learned from the best brother. I should be more careful until Eleanor theorized about mishap in her purse means. And I don't know what it means, but I know it was a bad idea.
Well, you might get some info about the mishap in her purse, because
Oh, okay.
it was you two, huh? The one who put a flashbang when I opened the wallet.
Holy
What?
What a
shit!
prank.
What does
Prank.
that mean?
They attached a flashbang grenade to
do
her
that?
wallet.
You know, we tested a flashbang grenade once on this channel, and it went really poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Oh.
dangerous shit.
You put the flour in the bag with the flour.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Be careful, guys. I blew my door off doing this or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Simon
that's
and Theodore
prophetic.
gasped in terror at a time she's still talking.
I also gasp in terror when I see that women are still talking.
Well, when
Damn.
Eleanor is still talking.
I feel bad for even saying.
A line for Eleanor is a line taken away from a real chipmunk.
Oh, God.
She's right.
They yelled.
Who's... So she's talking to them, and then they're yelling at each other?
Well, she's right about them putting a flashbang
Right,
in
but
her
they're
purse.
talking. They're both yelling this, and they must be speaking to each other.
Yeah.
Or they're right about Eleanor being mad at Theodore.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it really means. We're just.
So what is
bullshitting.
she? Is she the device? The device was right. its prediction was correct. She came in here mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it says she's.
Yeah. Well, it's a ship.
Neither do they.
What do you mean I'm right?
She asked calmly.
Are you having a nightmare or something?
Yes.
Waking nightmare.
Yeah, one I can never wake up from.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot! We're dead drowning if we can't packing this quickly. Come on, Theodore.
I feel like we skipped a whole scene.
At the backyard, Theodore is waiting on the chair before Simon pull out stuffs from inside.
Do they
Stuffs?
really think that was a successful answer to her question?
Oh man, wait, stuffs?
Well, no, their question. Like, it said she'd be angry in 15 minutes, and she's angry in 15
And she
minutes.
asked for an explanation, and they said, fuck! And then they ran away.
Well, because now they know that the whole world's gonna flood.
Okay,
Stuffs
so they
is
don't want to
actually a
explain
really-
to her. I feel like a third person would be useful
Well, you gotta...
in prepping for the end of the world.
Yeah, but the world's gonna flood, so you need to build a ship. And remember, Bob, as God said,
In
if
Evan
you
Almighty,
build it,
They will come. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. If you
Dude,
build it, they will come.
Stuffs is actually a really big giveaway for what language this could be translated from.
Yeah,
it's not
actually.
translated from anything.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's only a few languages I know that use stuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of them is English 3.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I have some ideas now.
Here's the thing. What if stuffs is a verb in that sentence?
Oh, maybe.
Present
Oh,
progressive
that'd be
stuff.
awful.
Simon pull out and stuffs from inside.
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
Shit, maybe there is sex after all.
Yeah, maybe he's about to nut.
We need to rate this one X now.
Okay, here it is.
He said.
We have mechanical hammer,
Got it.
chainsaw that I upgraded with speed chip,
Cool.
rope, raincoats,
Got
and
it.
several woods we required to build the ship.
They really are doing a Noah's Ark. Okay, great.
Okay.
And they want to do that
Mechanical hammer.
tonight?
Oh, whoa, wait. Now you're about to get your explanation, Bob, as to why they didn't tell her. Look.
Oh,
So Theodore,
But what about them?
as he point to the Brittany, Jeanette and her classmates are laughing.
The Brittany.
Haha. Don't pay attention, Theodore. Nobby Nuh teased everything
Huh?
while we making a ship.
What?
Those guys screws it up much I care.
Oh.
They made fun of him for not. They didn't believe
Who's
that
Nappy
the flood
Nub,
would
though?
happen.
They threw
So-
beans at him.
Yeah, they made fun of him because they didn't believe in the end of the world. So he's just gonna let them drown.
I
Damn,
think...
yeah.
I don't know what Nabi means, but in Islam, Noah is spelled N-U-H, Nuh, or Nu, I think. So Noah from Noah's Ark, so maybe that's what they're referencing?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe?
No, wait a second here. I don't understand. So he just took all this crazy shit out of the house, right?
Yes, yeah.
But now look at this. After a while, so they sit there, he take the supplies and frozen foods in the house.
Right, because he wants to start building the boat inside the house. Which is, of
But
course,
then-
where you would start.
But then Dave and Alvin are finally here. Dave and Alvin is already home and saw his brothers are in panic.
All the things she said.
Hey, Alvin shouts, what are you guys doing?
That
The
was
brothers
most
explains everything,
adorable-
but Dave didn't recognize either. Instead, he says,
Boys, cool off and think about it. There's no such thing as as heavy rain that could possibly sink us all. Right, Alvin?
Jason!
Jason.
I agree with you saying, Dave. He nods. Now listen to him. Apart from Not So Menace, you guys don't ever take any worry about the Doomsday Pact. Maybe you got a bad dream. If it's serious to you, beat it already.
Can I just say that as we're recording
What?
this, it's starting to thunder like really hard outside?
Yeah.
Do you think
Oh,
that they
shit.
saw into my future?
Matt,
maybe.
Matt. Cool off and think about it. There's no such thing as a heavy rain that could possibly sink us all. Right, Connor?
I agree with you saying, Bob.
I'm
If
just
it's
saying.
serious to you, beat
I
it already.
did look Okay, so before, the reason I'm not laughing as much as I normally would is I did use my time-seeing device to look 3 hours into the future to see us recording the story. So I already know how most of this goes. I'm seeing it for the second time, you know?
Rest in peace, your old eyeballs, because you have to shove the goofy ones in their place.
Yeah, well, I mean, I am having a bit of a hard time reading it now because of that. And I did see a flood in my future afterwards, so.
Also, I guess if it's serious to you, beat it already. This confirms a theory that I discussed with a friend of mine, that if the exact hour, like the ending minute, really down to the minute, was known, everyone would probably masturbate or have sex at the exact same time to get one last good one in before the world ended, and it would basically be like, you know, the grossest thing ever.
Maybe, yeah.
And that's what I would think. It's like the end of the world's 5 minutes away. You're gonna go out with a bang.
Yeah, maybe we can all become collectively become cum ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. They felt miserable. It seems that they don't understand each other, so they decide to doing this by take matters into their own hands.
Truth be told, I think there's an explanation for why they don't understand each other.
Yeah.
I think that checks out to me.
You know, I was gonna say, you know, we're all referencing Bible stories. I think if there's any Bible story that's most applicable here, it's the Tower of Babel. Okay.
Yeah, where everybody downloads the app Babel and they
the Tower of
bad
Babel.
at learning new languages.
Tower of Babel hit this guy fucking
The
hard,
Tower of
dude.
Duolingo.
The Tower of Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
So what should we do now?
Theodore asked.
If they don't try to get it, then...
Save it, Theodore.
Said Simon.
The only thing it does, I don't want to hope it would be rain than much enough.
Oh.
Whoa.
Damn.
Than much enough is so beautiful. It's like 3 different sort of comparison amount words all in a row that mean different things.
Yeah. It all means nothing.
Yeah.
The whole AI could ever replace this. I just imagine trying to train an AI on this and it just coming up with the word no every time I tried to feed it this. Just no.
Wait,
It's like,
I
generate
cannot
more.
do that.
No.
Wait,
You
people
try
always
to feed
say,
it this fanfic and it just says no.
yeah. Like, people say Arabic is like the most beautiful and complex language, and you're really missing out by not being able to read it. This makes me feel a little better. I feel like I get a taste.
Yeah.
I get a little taste of its beauty and richness.
Yeah.
English 3 is truly the most beautiful and complex language.
It's dawn. Nobody would possibly sense the heavy rain made us hard hate our lives.
What?
Oh, they are gonna beat
Whoa.
it.
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, if it's serious to you, beat it.
Yeah. That will be compensate so much if we can't get along.
What does that mean?
You're a nut, Matt. You're crazy in the coconut.
What does that mean? That
made them
monkey needs
erect.
Therapy.
It made
they were
them
getting hard and
erect.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are
We're
hard
old. You
as
have to excuse
fuck.
us, people watching. That's an old song. You don't know it. We know it because we're old.
Yeah, we're old.
But Brittany, Jeanette, and her class. I guess Butt is a character.
But where'd they come
But
But the
Yep.
chipmunk.
Oh, God. But Brittany, Jeanette, and her classmates still nagging on them behind the fence.
from? Oh, dude, well, at least they're not fence sitting now, are they?
No.
Oh, they're thoroughly off of the fence. Hey, bros. I'm sorry. Hey, bros. What about the doomsday?
Mocks Brittany as they laughing again.
Shut up, will you?
Simon shouts, angrily stomping.
They come in purposing by teasing with us so hard.
Oh, God.
They
Theodore
do
complained.
that.
and this is just he.
Oh
I
my
think it's
God.
Simon. Read
We'll
this.
see about that.
He yells.
They soon will freaking crying on us like a burger.
Boom, baby.
What does that mean?
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch.
You'll
Be crying on us like a burger.
Put that on your Krabby Patty and eat it.
What
Like,
Yeah,
does
fucker.
that mean?
you see, man, this is what I mean. This is like, again, this guy is like a Martian, okay? Like, this has nothing to do with any culture on Earth.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't
if
have
can
to say-
translate that from any language.
You don't have to say anymore. You don't have to say, I told you so. or like, you'll come back crying. No, you don't have to say anything like that. You just say, nah, man, you're gonna be crying on us like a burger.
Freaking crying on us like a burger.
Like Mayor McCheese himself.
Lil Z?
Yeah.
Lil Z? You cross me again? I'm scolding my wife right now. You cross me again? You'll be crying on me like a burger. Sorry, I don't fucking understand this line.
You know what? You know what,
just,
Bob? You know what that shit you just said? That's some crying on someone like a burger shit. Okay? That's
crying
what
on
you're
me
gonna be
like
doing, okay?
It's like, I mean, it could also be that Gen Z comedy. It's so hard to understand, You've seen those videos.
Yeah.
As the night comes, dogs are howling when occupant citizens are going ready to doze in peacefully. Not until
Whoa,
the pickup.
that's a beautiful sentence.
That is
Told you.
incredible.
Not until the pickup truck goes by, which is revealed to be Miss Croner.
Who's Miss Croner?
She's a pickup truck.
Oh.
It's a Cars crossover.
Transformers.
I just brought my wife over here just to read over my shoulder, and she hugged me and was scared.
Who's gonna be Miss Croner? She shows up next.
I'll be Miss Croner.
Now remember, Bob, she is a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Well. Still feeling discomfort about the heavy rain night, eh?
Said Miss Croner.
Hey.
Take my advice, child. You don't need that ship. I got a better transportation to rescuing the drowning innocent people.
Why does she know about this?
I know about Mrs. Corner, and she
I
is
helped plan it.
This is getting out to the whole neighborhood.
Well, Mrs. Croner is friends with Mrs. Corner, and Mrs. Corner
They
is
can
a
just
big
hop in
ship.
my bed. I
She's
was
like
built for tough,
She's like a big battleship. She's her best friend.
I'm just trying to... So, you remember when Alvin planned 9/11? Or at least was aware of it, like, a day early?
Well,
yeah, this is kind of the same thing. Why does she know about the end of... By the way, we keep saying the end of the world, but, I mean, even at the beginning it said the whole town was flooded, so if it's a town flood, that's not... Why don't you just get an evacuation?
You haven't read the backstory where the whole world lives in this one town?
Oh, I see. This takes place in that zombie apocalypse universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Croner. We're busy right now.
God, it's so normal it scares me.
Mm-hmm.
He said while stick out his tongue. Much later,
Really?
Oh, here we go.
that Simon and Theodore are inside the ship, who is stretching out their sleeping bag to prepare any extreme situation.
God, it keeps sounding sexual.
While we're reminiscing, remember that Chipmunks story where Alvin has something shoved up his ass and then he comes and then Brittany is like, "Hey, can we have sex now?"
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
And it's
was
like
that?
that
wasn't any. That was all foreplay. I've got a whole wine bottle up my ass. We're now done with foreplay.
the foreplay. That was first base.
Yeah. First base is a wine bottle up my ass.
It's true.
It's how all chipmunk reproduction starts. Not everyone knows this.
There. It could be 1.5 an hour to spend. What about the sky condition, Theodore?
What about it?
Oh God, this is so beautiful.
I see the shooting star.
He said anxiously.
Simon, I'm still worried. When I wish to, don't make a heavy rain upon us. Is that possible to stop this anarchy?
Dude, I'm actually tearing up a little bit.
Why
Is
does
it?
Theodore get the best line?
Is it possible to stop this anarchy?
Not for the steel donut, but maybe for them.
What did you say?
He gasped in upset look.
Don't be surprised. You've been talking about this all night.
wait,
Use
no,
your-
Built a
wait.
ship.
Don't be ridiculous, man. You said it, there's a heavy rain outside, right?
Simon, that's a little rich coming from you, bro.
Yes, I was.
He fusses.
I am seeing that in my own eyes. You gotta believe me. That's a
Then-
perfectly normal sentence.
Yeah. Then there was a silence after a moment of arguing. They stop fighting and realizes themselves to not let any determination of their own pact as it intend to keep its promises.
Can I just say, like, let's pretend this was written in English 1.0 for a second, okay? Okay, and he said, I see a shooting star. Can I wish upon the star to make this go away? And Simon said, are you ridiculous? You said this is going to happen. And then
you said it is raining currently.
Yeah, you said it's raining. And then he's like, yes, I did see it's raining. I did see this in my future. Why are they fighting over this? Can't he wish upon a star anyway?
It's a stressful situation, man. I mean,
can't he wish upon a star regardless of whether or not?
I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Right.
Did you see The Lighthouse, that movie? This was the inspiration.
Oh,
okay?
I see, yeah.
That band?
They read this story and then made the Lighthouse out of it.
Yeah, they called up Robert Pattinson and said, hey, have you read this Chipmunk story? He was like, yeah, I saw it last night.
Yeah. In the second here, Simon's going to do the whole hark! And then, like, that whole monologue. So.
Yeah.
Dude, now, if that had been written in English 3, that movie would have been true art.
That movie was true art. It was a really good movie.
No, it was close to true art, but it wasn't written in English 3.
That's true.
It has to be English 3 to be true art.
If you could train an AI to write like this genius, and then just feed movie scripts through it to have it Toby Seville, that would be amazing.
But like I said, you can't because I tried and the AI just says, no, I will not do that. Because there are some things that AI just cannot do.
Yeah, it's like, as a large language learning model, I can't.
I can't. It didn't even say that. It just said, I can't. And then I tried to get it, and it just
not
said,
a language
no.
I can learn.
It's like, no, please, no.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. We shouldn't have to oppose with each other.
Imply, Simon.
Whoa.
Why is he implying that?
No matter what are they doing, we may need to slept in for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could plan to sleep in. Like, I think that's logically impossible.
What do you mean?
Sleeping in implies that you didn't plan to do it.
I guess I usually use sleeping in to mean that, like, you normally have a schedule, but you don't. You didn't follow a schedule.
I was thinking more of overslept.
But I don't think you can really have a schedule on the day of the apocalypse. I mean,
You've always got to have that rise and grind.
The only person for whom a schedule applies is the person causing the apocalypse.
I fucking love the expression "rise and grind." That always,
yeah, rise and grind, Mr.
Eat,
Freeman.
sleep, rave.
Yeah. So they are in a resting position as he continued to speak. Just wanted to let you guys know.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
As soon as the hard rain drops, we'll get busy with it. Understood?
Oh man, my voice can't even go that high anymore.
Best sleepover ever.
As soon as the bass drops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Theodore replied.
Oh yeah.
Nighty-night, Simon.
You too.
All right, well, maybe we'll sleep in and let the town get flooded.
We're in a ship, so we're fine.
What about them?
I guess they built it, didn't they? Yeah.
And Simon was like, fuck them. They are non-believers. They are apostates.
They made fun of us.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like they finally dozes in.
What do you mean,
Thanks,
all
narrator.
right? Hang on, narrator. Who the fuck are you?
Thanks, you narrator. I'm glad you're in here checking
all
in
right,
on
finally. Now it's my time to shine as the narrator.
The narrator in here checking in on the situation for us, letting us know what's going on, dude.
And now, Matt, none of May considering once they are in a hopeless situation.
Oh.
I mean, to the truth of justice.
What?
As
Whoa.
I knew.
Mhm.
What?
Preach. Preach, dude.
Well, it's a clarifying statement. All right, so he said none of May considering once they're in a hopeless situation.
Anything.
Now, if you didn't understand what that meant, then he clarifies. I mean, to the truth of justice.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
Matt,
So now it makes sense.
for anyone who doesn't understand, so it looks like they finally dozes in. None of May considering once they are in a hopeless situation. I mean, to the truth of justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you get it.
I mean-
That guy gets it. As the hour passes, the raindrops start at a few rate until finally in a rapid state to make a space for swamping entire neighborhood and also the small town. Now this would be a fatal concrete after all.
I love how it floods a small neighborhood and also the entire town.
Yeah.
And it would be a fatal concrete.
Yes.
I have no idea what word was meant.
Theodore, wake up!
Simon alerts.
The flood is coming!
I just love three people are aware that the world, their town is coming to an end. They try to warn everybody, and finally, all their preparations are basically for naught. So they go inside and they're like, all right, well, let's just be surprised in the morning at how high the water level is. Like, why didn't one of you stay up, set an alarm, something?
Get ready for it. They said there's nothing you do but sleep. Like you know, you weren't. You knew it was coming, and you still weren't ready.
Yeah, if that's the case, why don't you sleep outside with your mouths open? Like, this is stupid. Why are you doing this?
I mean, they want to see the world end, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine if the whole...
Theodore did.
Imagine...
He has literally invented a device that will let him see the world end.
Hey, man, as the world comes...
If Simon wants to see it, he just has to push these things into his skull. And he's good.
It's future vision, not past vision. So if you sleep through the apocalypse, you can't go back and see it.
Right, but if he... Last night, if he just put him in, he could see it.
Yeah, but it's different.
Then he can sleep in as long as he wants.
You know, set an alarm, wake up, watch everyone you know and love drown and die.
Yeah.
And then go back to bed.
Then go back to sleep, yeah.
Like a baby.
Return to the endless sleep of death.
Yeah. So Theodore.
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
Theodore.
you knew it was going to happen.
This dream is become real.
The entire story hung on you already knowing this was happening, and you're still shocked about it.
This is the end of the world.
Fuck you.
It's about time that they have to rescue the remnants of humanity in a real catastrophe than being hope in the dream.
Okay.
And boys, we saved the best part for last. We have one more for the Steel Donut album. It's another song. Actually, guys, let's not do another song.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm good.
Especially because no one knows this song.
I've never even heard of this song.
Especially because
it's a song called Streets of Pain.
Does he credit it in? No, he didn't credit it anywhere.
No, we had to look up the lyrics to find it, and it has nothing to do with it couldn't have anything to, less to do with the end of the world.
I guess it's supposed to be like a montage going on with this song, but
you can't write the lyrics to the montage song and not play us the music or give us the visuals of it.
Like,
that's
it would have been cliche, but you
nothing.
could have just, it's the end of the world as we know it. At least it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just not written a song in here.
The song sucks. I just listen.
I like how even if you're like a fourth dimensional being who writes in English 3, you still have to include a stupid song in your Chipmunks story.
Yeah,
like, you
of course.
have to do it. No matter how brilliant you are.
Yeah, they're the Chipmunks.
Simon, Theodore.
Just leaving Alvin out completely.
They did.
Yeah, he barely showed up.
And he barely showed up in the last one. Again, this is, if you're an Alvin fan, you won't like this guy's work. After all, surviving neighbors were safe aboard the ship, and it's all thanks to Theodore and Simon. He apologized them for not knowing what happened and being teased that day. As they delight in its triumph, Simon suddenly arouses him from the sleeping bag.
Wait,
You're
what?
not awake? Wake up!
Not delight in.
Grab a brush, put a little makeup.
I don't understand. He said, Theodore, wake up. The flood is coming. Theodore said, oh no, the dream. It's real. This is the end of the world.
He fell
Theodore went right back to fucking bed.
You'll see. You'll see.
You'll see.
Dude, Theodore? Wake up.
Oh, gross. It seems that his brother got pee while dreaming.
Excuse me?
It was all a dream. A piss baby dream.
This sucks.
From the looks of it, his trousers and even their sleeping bags gets wet.
Why would you put this in the fucking story?
Also, his cheek easily turns red. That's just something that you need to know.
I didn't need to know any of this.
And
Why would
now-
you write this?
Astaghfirullah!
No, why would you say that? Oh my god, dude, the earth is shaking.
Astaghfirullah!
The earth is fucking shaking!
Astaghfirullah.
A word crept through from his dimension.
Right. My house is shaking now. You're summoning him.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Again, this guy's a fourth dimensional being, and he forgot to write it in a way that we can comprehend.
Right, that's what he calls his ruling deity.
Yeah.
In his
You know, they
world.
always talk about the sleeping old ones. I really like the idea of the lazy old one who just wants to write Alvin and the Chipmunk fanfic.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't have to just like the idea because
Yeah,
now
he's
it's
here,
real.
yeah.
Yes, it's here.
He's
I
he
just
could take over the
just
whole
looked it
world,
up,
but
and
he
Bob
wants
is
to write
100%
Alvin
right.
and-
Bob is 1,000% right, and I might even be a little bit right. This guy is not using machine translation; he is writing his own stories. But I think his native language might be Arabic because that
Yeah,
is a Muslim expression.
yeah. I could tell because it says Allah at the end. So I was like,
Yeah.
Well, one
Oh,
more
it
time for
is!
the road. Astaghfirullah. Theodore, what are you drinking? That's
Yes.
your question?
I mean, it still doesn't really make sense because it has nothing.
whoa, what kind of freak drinks liquids? It's gonna make you piss your pants, dude.
Yeah,
Never
just don't
drink liquids.
You'll never pee.
Only eat celery if you need liquids.
Yeah, for real.
Ugh. This is just like what happened in the midday when I pissed my pants. Sorry, Simon. That's what I telling you. That wasn't really unnecessary.
It wasn't.
Theodore!
As he leaps to him for a fight.
Why? Who?
So
What?
this really is the beauty of Arabic in English. It's incredible.
Dude,
I
it really
don't-
is, yeah.
So what is he? He's saying, "Oh man, this is just like when I pissed myself the other day." Sorry, Simon. That's what I was telling you. That it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, how much of this-
He goes, Theodore, and then they're gonna fight. What is happening?
How much of this was real? Did they actually build a ship outside and then
Well, I don't
Theodore
know, let's
just
find out.
dreamt
Let's find out.
about the...
Oh yeah,
Let's read the last thing and find out.
yeah. This is the summary. He always ends with a little summary.
Oh,
These are
right.
like Aesop's.
Yeah.
Okay, they teach you a lesson. Sometimes even the legend says there is a pact about the big flood.
Mm-hmm.
It was a part of his and even other revolutionists' unforgettable delusion in history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they look like an idiot. Am I right? Well, let's hope that they should never done that anymore, as we keep seeing them fight, much until Alvin may noticing it again from the window. The
You know,
end.
Yeah.
It's like like you said, it's like an Aesop rock fable, and
Yeah.
and I gotta say the lesson at the end here is don't read Toby Seville stories.
Yeah.
No, the lesson is do read them. They're beautiful.
Don't
There's
read them
something
if
else.
you
Yeah.
don't want to
Well-
go
well-
insane.
Most of his stories don't have any reviews, but we can end with one of 3 reviews this guy's ever gotten in his whole life. A guest posting on Jeepers Bikers, which is very long, but it's probably his best story. Please go read it in your own time.
Oh,
The guest said, "Stop posting these lame stories. They suck."
boo! Fuck you,
Boo.
reviewer. Keep posting, Toby Seville. Keep posting.
I just,
Forever.
I love,
Actually-
I love everything about this.
5 days later, he stopped uploading.
What the fuck?
We
Wow.
need the gospel of Toby.
Ugh.
Toby, come back.
Yeah, by the way, even if they have stopped posting, obviously never ever ever leave reviews on stories we covered or cover.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our 10th anniversary special. God, I feel old. It was great recording with the boys again and revisiting some of our favorite authors. I hope you enjoyed each and every one of the videos, and if you want to, go back and enjoy some of the classics. It's the 10th anniversary. Let's celebrate. Again, this is Blake, and thanks so much for watching. You guys are awesome.